I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite channel. It's on YouTube now.
Hey, what's up guys? It's David, and I'm going to share my final thoughts about Black Ops 2 before its launch. But before I do that, I wanted to make a quick announcement about Modern Warfare 3. This weekend, it's going to be double EXP all weekend long, but there will be a Dome 24/7 playlist that starts this Friday, September 28th. And on Saturday, the 29th, it's going to be Terminal 24/7. And on Sunday, the 30th, you can vote for which map you want to have 24/7. So it's going to be a pretty big weekend for Call of Duty. But let's get into it and talk about Black Ops 2. Alright, so first let's go with the positives. Black Ops 2 has a lot going for it. There's a new multi-team game mode. There's shoutcasting where you can broadcast games over live streams through the Xbox 360. I'm not quite sure how that will work, but it sounds exciting. And there's a lot of integration with competitive. They had a lot of MLG game battle stuff in mind when they designed the game. And it's a super enhanced theater mode. You can add additions and annotations and animations into theater mode through the console, so you don't need advanced video editing software to do that. So that's pretty cool for people that want to get into making more Call of Duty videos. On the market, Call of Duty, the things that it does well, it does better than any other shooter out there. There's no shooter out there with iron sights that feels as good as Call of Duty does. Call of Duty is the best infantry-focused, quick jump in and play game there is. You can get a lot done in a shorter period of time. And another good aspect it has going for it is it's the first time the series is going to be set in the future. It's going to be pretty exciting. And oh yes, zombies. Zombies is good enough to be a game in and of itself. It's going to be a big change to Call of Duty. I give props to Treyarch. And it's going to be the difference from World at War to Modern Warfare 2. As much of a difference there was then. It's not going to be quite as big as, COD 3 to COD 4, but it's a really welcome change, more or less. One of the complaints about Activision is that they push a game release every year, but how can you blame them? Every single Call of Duty, the community tends to start complaining about some aspect of how it plays. And Modern Warfare 3 hasn't even been out a year yet, and people are still already getting tired of it, and it's like, what's up with that? I mean, you're gonna blame Activision for releasing a game every year, but a lot of the community is already tired of Modern Warfare 3, so, I mean, why the hell not is Activision going to release a game? And the thing about, the complaints in Call of Duty is that people need something to complain about to make videos. It's not going to be fun to watch Call of Duty videos if everybody agrees on every issue all the time. Sports Center, it wouldn't be fun to watch if everybody agreed in a debate. And, we're not going to go on YouTube to, say everything's fine and dandy with the game all the time. We need something to talk about, and, Treyarch does a fantastic job with addressing community concerns, but the thing you gotta remember is the online community is not representative of everybody that plays the game. People that go online to talk about a specific topic are more likely to complain about some aspect or another because, you're not gonna go online and make the effort to type in a forum or make a video if, you're enjoying the game and really liking it is not really representative of everybody that plays the game. So, there are fewer people out there who have issues with the same things that, the online community that complains about things has. So with Modern Warfare 3, I think people started complaining about it around late December. They found issues with the Type 95 and the FMG9 Akimbos, Assassin, whatever. And with Black Ops, I think the complaints started rolling in full swing around January. Modern Warfare 2, I think the complaining period and the honeymoon period of the game was a little bit longer off because Modern Warfare 2 had the best wave of Christmas noobs there were. So people still enjoyed fragging the Christmas noobs, and late January, I think, was when the complaints started rolling around for Modern Warfare 2 full swing. But I wonder how quickly the complaints roll around for Black Ops 2. Anybody want to take some bets? But Still, regardless of all the changes that Treyarch is making to the series, and regardless of all the good directions the series is headed in, people are going to find some fault with it. That's just the nature of the game. I mean, people play Call of Duty for hundreds, if not thousands of hours, and the longer you play, like, you know, the good events, the highs, they get less appealing, and, you know, the lows and the bad stuff, those, like, become more problematic. So as you play on and on, you need more of the good things that happen, but there are fewer good things that happen relative to when you first start the game and the honeymoon period where everything is fine and dandy. But later on, it's just like, you know, a wave of perceived bad stuff over and over again. I did a breakdown of the creator class and the pick 10 system, and I've been getting a lot of negative feedback from those in the Call of Duty community about what I thought in my breakdown, but I'll annotate those videos so you can see them more in depth. I talked about some setups that are seemingly more advantageous and beneficial to run than any other setup. And I stand by what I said, even though like I haven't tried the game yet, but it's just at face level at this point. And I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for the system to be completely revolutionary and balanced. And you know, I will be the first person to admit that I am wrong once we get the game and we find everything to be completely fair and balanced. But this is the first time that such a system has been implemented, so we haven't had the few game generations to work out the kinks quite yet. The thing is, I'm not trying to break any spirits, I'm actually trying to lengthen the lifespan of how much people enjoy the game. The number one cause of disappointment is having expectations that are way too high. People are already praising the game for fixing so many things all at once, like dark corner camping, gun balance, perk balance, whatever, and we just know that Black Ops 2 isn't going to be the savior. No game will ever live up to any community's expectations. It's going to fall short, because it can't meet the lofty expectations we seem to place on such a storied franchise like Call of Duty. And when Call of Duty is pushed into the spotlight like that, like it's going to sell 20 million plus copies, the best-selling game of the year, no doubt about it. Like, it's just so easy to find fault with it when it's out there and in the open. Like, I've already shown some setups that are more powerful than the others, so we know balance isn't going to be there. And really, people who run danger close wildcard, tactician wildcard, overkill wildcard, or waste points on secondary attachments will complain about everybody that loads up on perks, and who can really blame them? Pick 10 was a good idea in theory, and you really have to commend Treyarch for trying to do something new with how we select our classes, but there's just going to be ways to abuse and break it, and Call of Duty seems to implement a checks and balances way to make things fair, like how recon counters assassin and assassin counters marksman and recon drone counters assassin and set rep pro counters at silence, etc. But not everyone can be expected to run a perfectly diverse setup all the time, so that's one of the reasons why something seems overpowered at one point or another. Weapon pickup in Pick 10 unbalances it because perks are confined to weapons now. Like, you got a sleight of hand and steady aim on weapon attachments now. I believe quick draw is on weapon attachments now. So I mean, you can pick up a weapon with 3 attachments and already having been loaded up on perks, just kind of have sort of a specialist bonus in Black Ops 2. And I'm going to miss specialists a lot because I think that's one of the high points of Modern Warfare 3. Pick 10, to me, it just seems like a way to water down the specialists we already had in Modern Warfare 3. But anyways, if you want to see my thoughts on Pick 10 in detail, I have an annotation and I also have a link in the description. Black Ops 2 is going to be a fun game and sell a lot of copies, and I want it to do well, but it just won't ever live up to the super revolution status people seem to expect. And I'm not an established YouTuber. YouTubers who have been doing this for a while have a larger subscriber base who can support them. They're not going to agree all the time, but they're going to agree enough and respect their viewpoints, give them the benefit of the doubt. It's okay to disagree with me. You have a valid opinion, but at least give me enough respect as a person to recognize that I do indeed have an opinion. I like to give us something to discuss. You know, I like to give people stuff to think about. But it's heresy right now in the video game community to talk about Black Ops 2 being anything than an early contender for Game of the Year. So in conclusion, I think Black Ops 2 will have a lot of good things going for it. But really, from what we've seen from the community, you really can't blame Activision for releasing a new game every year, because the community starts hating on the most recently released game within like 3 months of a release. I don't think I'm going to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2 until Christmas at the very least, because I'm going to be committed to playing games like Assassin's Creed 3 and Halo 4, Dishonored, Resident Evil 6, Medal of Honor Warfighter. Oh my gosh, so much good stuff. Oh yeah, and the Battlefield 3 DLC. What's the next one called? Is it Endgame or Aftermath? I think it's Aftermath, yeah. So the Aftermath DLC will come out. So there's going to be a lot of things for me to play. I'm probably going to hold off until Christmas or 2013 to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I don't think I'm going to be posting very much more Call of Duty on my channel until then. I think I'm going to post like campaign stuff and zombies. But anyways, guys, I hope that you've respected my opinion, and you know, if you think this video was well made, please leave a like. Thank you all for, you know, taking the time to watch the video to this point. I really respect you guys. Have a great day. Oh yes, by the way, look at the time. It's 1:47 a.m. according to my carrier. I had a really busy day at work today. I'll try to vlog from work tomorrow. I'll try to make a vlog from work tomorrow, show you guys around the clinic where I work. So check in for an update. See you guys.